Hi folks, this is Joe Wassif, doctoral candidate from West Virginia University, and I'm submitting a proposal with Dr. Tony Eisenman from Open Sky Wilderness Program. And we're going to be talking about treatment teams, and more specifically, the effective communication among staff members within the treatment team. This has been a topic area that I've been looking at for the past 3 years, and I last submitted and presented at NATSAP 2 years ago at the national conference out in California. And at that time, I was working with Dr. Sarah Boylan and Tim Corson over at Montana Academy, and we were looking at a theoretical model of treatment teams and had paralleled that with family systems theory, so how treatment teams could be a more effective tool for change. This presentation, however, the one Tony and I are working on, is more research-driven. There's hard data that we're going to be presenting on treatment teams, and both the strengths as well as frustrations and miscommunications that frequently happen on treatment teams, with the intentionality of improving training for everybody. So I have been a field staff at Second Nature Wilderness Program. I was a team leader at Montana Academy, and now I'm finishing up my PhD in counseling psychology. So I've been able to sit on both sides of the table of being direct care and clinical team, and have been readily aware of some of the miscommunications and frustrations and expectations that sometimes go awry from both sides of the table. And the hope would be, by looking at this more with a research mind, that we can sort of objectively look at where are the problems that occur on treatment teams consistently, and how do we improve that communication. So some miscommunication obviously is to be expected. Anytime you bring people together, they got to work out how they're going to work together and how they approach their work. However, our data shows that there are certain patterns that continue to arise. And if that's the case, how do we alleviate those? How do we anticipate those ahead of time? And what steps can we put in place to help training, help improve communication, with the ultimate goal of helping our students or patients or clients, depending on what programs, how they define who they work with. Now, Tony and I have conducted a qualitative study at Open Sky with all of their staff members looking at this issue. Now, it began with conducting 2 different focus groups, one with some of the clinical team members, and then separately some with the direct care field staff. And so the idea was that we were asking questions like, what kind of miscommunications arise, and so strengths that happen, with the intentionality of creating a lengthy list of possible questions that would then later be asked of everybody. And so we whittled that down and then submitted those questions to all the field staff, all the clinicians, and got a written report back. We then analyzed all that data with a small group of other individuals to using grounded theory to then come up with an emergent theory of where these issues arise, and also the positive sides of things. So when are things going well? Having worked in multiple different organizations within the NATSAP community and outside of the NATSAP community, I'm aware that these issues are prevalent everywhere. And so we wanted to bring our data, this program evaluation, to the NATSAP community for a discussion on how everybody, the whole community, can improve training and preparations for all staff members. We think that it's beneficial across the board, and we hope that you'll feel the same way. We really are looking forward to hearing back from you, and hope that you'll consider us for NATSAP 2015. Take care.